The financial backing of PPR will help turn Christopher Kane into a global force in fashion. You could already feel a new expansiveness in the collection he showed today. But more interesting was the way that this collection felt like a journey into a brain throbbing with creativity.
I just had to get these ideas out because they've been stored for so long, and I was like, we have to make this work and make it a complete story. And
what were you doing here that you've never been able to do before?
there's textiles in there that we've never used, but we developed, and random finding things, and it just clicks a reaction. And it's very organic, and it just happened.
I've never felt that Christopher was particularly restrained by anything.
No, he's never been restrained, and in fact, watching the show today just reminded me of so many of his other shows, but it was just obviously more of it.
Well, just this incredible amount of ideas. I mean, every time I looked at the catwalk, there was another idea.
There was the camouflage, and then the leaves, and the feathers, and the sparkle, and standout pieces were some of the satin pants.
I thought it was more kind of luxurious, actually, just from the very first jacket that went out. It just looked so sumptuous, and you wanted it.
What story were those clothes telling you?
It started like with a march that celebrates women's strength. And then it took you into a trip of sensuality and nature and modernism. It's a love letter for women.
Could you see a thread that ran through them all?
I think the thread was the proportions, that big cocoon shape with that stiffness that I think is really fascinating. And it was all about the shoulder, the drop, oversized casing for the body. And with that comes a new shorter skirt and also the knitwear hybrid tunic things. It was really beautiful.
I also thought the brain, I thought that was circuitry.
It's just like that coil effect, and all the coils at the end was that motif again, but simplified, and the explosions on those dresses and sketch was like boom, bang.
Did you feel this was you launching the next phase of your career?
I think so. I think it was just amazing to then sign the deal like a couple of months ago, and this show was a lot of pressure, but every season's a lot of pressure, and we just like to up the game.